clicked it too fast. I forgot to finish getting ready. What is that in the back? Whew. One of them days. Oh, damn day. Oh, kids. Do not start this. Good morning, Austin. I keep this here to keep you away, sir. I didn't even turn my lights on. I forgot. I was just getting ready and I hit the button. I was gonna like set it up and then hit the button in a few, and I hit the button. And I'm trying to figure out I love the microphone. I appreciate the microphone. Why is this so cute? But it's always like in a weird place, and I can never get my voice to like sound the way it's supposed to at the right time. Like I have to like talk to it, and it's like in my face, and it's weird. It bothers me. Anyway, it bothers me. I have some music I want to listen to that I didn't get a chance. Why is that so dusty? Hold on. That's so dusty. Anyway, I kind of wanted to watch some stuff. I kind of don't. I kind of just wanted to say hi. I'm going through my TikTok comments because those are weird. And let me think. I can't think of anything else interesting. I could try to play a game, but I'll probably crash my PC if I did that. I kind of wish this was this side. Like if I have to reset my whole entire thing. Anyway, Austin, it's you and me. Let's go. I don't know. What do you want me to do? You can suggest things and I will do them. How's that? I will watch stuff. I don't know. I've been by myself for hours this morning and nobody's around. So I thought I'd jump on here, not realizing that people are probably still sleeping. Probably. Maybe. The microphone. Hello, my love. Stay behind the keyboard, sir. That is yours. You're not allowed to come this far. Nope. Stay there. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna pull up some stuff. I might just do it all in one video and try to remember to record as I go, so I can just drop videos. Because some of these songs I haven't heard yet. I don't even know if you can hear me. And I'm going to post them because I can. Why are you judging me? He's judging me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and promote myself. Yeah, I'm about to, I'm actually going to do some reactions to music today. Some songs that I wanted to watch, but I haven't had I just haven't. And it's nothing against the artist. I just haven't done it because I just haven't. You know? You know? This is annoying. I need like a clip. I don't know. I'm I'm a mess this morning. I'm a mess. I was outside. I was gonna wash my deck. I did not because I am a procrastinator and it's just the way it goes. And then I'm drinking my energy shot. I was gonna cook some food, but I didn't because again, I'm a procrastinator and that's how life goes. And I was going to clean. My kid's still sleeping. So I didn't do that. What is wrong with me? Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to watch some of these videos. I have two that at the top of my head that I'm going to do. Both I think will be kind to me and let me post them without any problems. If it is a problem, I mean, it won't be because I know them. Hi. Stop. And I'm going to fight with my cat the whole time. Hopefully not during. Oh, I hate that. You know what's funny? Rachel, Skulls, and Truth have a song that's been basically ready to go for years. She just needed Truth's final part and he sent it and it's just been radio silence. But that's fine. She's kind of taken a different approach to life. She's changed kind of what she's doing and what's going on, so but you and me will do this, okay? We're going to make all the videos. You and me. We got this, Austin, right? We got this. Okay. Hold on. I'm finishing my energy shot and then I'll get ready and I'll get started. And I'm just going to hit the record button. Oh, Annette's here too. Hi, honey. By the way, thanks for anyone that was here yesterday for that long live. That was hard for me. No, it wasn't hard. It's just hard to put it out there because people are so judgmental. And I figured nobody was going to sit through 2 hours after the fact. And I just downloaded it this morning so I can cut it up. I was going to cut up the end part and we'll see. I didn't turn my pink lights on. Do you see my Pusheen? Isn't he cute? Kenneth, hi, honey. Oh, that's right. You're actually awake at this hour. Yay. And Ben, hey. Welcome in, guys. Like I said, I was telling Austin because it was just me and him hanging for a minute there. Thank you, Annette. And like I said it over and over and over again. Annette was there the entire time through that relationship. She saw all of it firsthand, so she can kind of vouch for the authenticity of what I was saying, that I'm not exaggerating. In fact, I was downplaying it quite a bit, to be fair. What's up, Buster? Hey, guys. So I'm going to start today off. I've decided I have at least 2 songs that have come out by friends of mine that I actually never sat and listened to or watched the videos. Not once. And I'm looking to see if it says I have because it might have gone on idle. I think, yeah, one of them shows like I watched like 15, 20 seconds and I didn't. I meant to, and then I closed down my phone and did something else. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to do 2, yes, you guys, 2 music reactions because they're the ones that I thought of off the top of my head. And that I haven't watched anyone else react to. So it's a literal for I've never seen them. And they're friends. So I want to kind of, I don't think they'll get mad at me if I do it. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for going back and watching it. Like, no one is ever obligated to go watch my really super long form content. Usually I will cut it up. I don't know if I'm going to cut that one up just because it's a lot. For me to go back and watch myself talk about that is not easy. So we'll see. I might cut the end part that I said I might do, and I put the thing up so I could find it pretty easy. So anyway, I'm going to start with those two. Whoa. I hope you guys enjoy. I don't know, you guys, you have to understand. There's many reasons I don't do reaction videos. I don't do reaction videos because, well, I just don't want to. I don't want people to start being like, oh, you have to, and you gotta, bleh. I don't want that. I don't care. And because I get really mean when I don't like stuff. I'm like, and then I feel like I'm insulting, and I don't want to be an insulting person. Like, I just steer away from stuff that I don't enjoy. And I don't want people to say, like, if people are like, hey, you should watch Tool, the fuck I will. Hell no, I am not a Tool fan. I don't like it. I'm not sitting through it. I'm not doing it. You get what I mean? So, and I can't fix my face. And I have a listening ear is what Skulls used to tell me, but I'm not going to stop things and go, okay, well, you see how I'm not going to like do breakdowns and stuff. And I also hate people listening to the entire song and then saying like 5 words and then thinking that that's transformative fair use, because it's not. So if I feel like something's not enough of fair use, I'm not going to repost it because I think that that's cheating. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. That's how I do what I want. Okay. And today I've decided I want to listen to some music. I do have your beats, by the way. I see you. I do have them. I have not gone through. I've listened to like 2 of them from the email. I haven't listened to more. If Darnell pops in, I did listen to his, and I forwarded a couple on to Cliff. Yeah, I can't fix my face, and that's okay. Because, like, I don't have to say anything. You just know when I feel some type of way. And then after that, if I can't think of another one that I want to watch, I want to walk you guys through the joy that is my TikTok comments off of one video where people are fighting me. They're like, whoa. They're going after me. They're not happy, and that's okay. It's okay. Because guess what? If you guys saw any of my shorts, you know I don't care. Like, who cares? Who was it? Cliff told me, stop giving away our secrets. I said, we really don't care. We don't care. Oh, Clyneth. Thank you. Please, stop. Please. No, I'm kidding. I'm quite shiny today. For some reason. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm observant. And I did my nails. Yay me. I'm searching for something. I was going to show you. I have this, it's like a glitter, and I could put it on, and then I would just be shining everywhere, but I don't want to do that. So you guys don't see this, but just to show you, I have Massive Man and Tom McDonald's are the 2. Now, I know that some people love or hate whoever you want. I don't care. Okay. Okay, you guys. Are you ready for... I might have to cut this part up and post it to piss people off. Are you ready for a full disclaimer on my opinion, on your opinion, about artists that I am friends with or that I like that you don't like? Not saying anyone here is like that, but I'm just saying just in case. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't like a lot of the artists that any of you guys like. You don't have to like the artists or songs that I like. If you want to rant and rage in my chat about someone I consider a friend and be an insulting asshat, then go somewhere else and be an insulting asshat. Like their comment section. Like, leave it the fuck out of mine. I have seen it so many times. You guys know that I'm friends with Tom. I am so tired of people shit talking him. Like, he's a piece of shit person. You don't know that. You don't like his policy or his opinions on politics or life, right? Like, who cares? That's fine. Do you want to shit on him as a person? You don't know him like that. And I do. So I want to defend, but I don't because I realize it's useless. But this is my channel. So you don't get to shit talk because they're my friends and I will destroy you. No, I'm kidding. I won't destroy you. I will call you out here. What's up, Bad Wolf? So, yeah, that happened. So, you know what? Because I'm like, I'm going to start with Tom's song. How about that? How about that? We'll start with that one. And I have not heard it. It's funny because if I'm not mistaken, this came out while I was in. Wait, was that the album? No, yes, no, wait. No, this is the one that came out right before the album dropped. Okay. So I was in Vegas. It's the one Wednesday live stream that I missed. And he knew because, I mean, he was in Vegas too. That weekend. He was in Vegas for WrestleMania. So, like, anyway. So I never watched it. Just because, and this is the first time I didn't watch a video. It was the first time. And I'm like, I'll just watch it later. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll watch it live. And then I kept not going live for like a month and a half. So now that I'm live, I'm going to do it, you guys. And then I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to post it. So love it or hate it, love it or hate me, love it or hate him. I don't care. It just irritates me that people like to I'm on a rant, y'all. So I post about this all the time, the hypocrisy. Love everyone. Be kind to everyone. Be nice and accepting. People say this and they like to proclaim that they're kind, considerate, and nice people. They say it. For example, in chats and comments, whatever. I'm a nice person. I think da 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 da. But then if you're someone, and I'll use Tom as an example. If you're Tom and they see your stuff, they're like, what a piece of shit. I hate them. Such horrible. They should not even be allowed to put out music. Oh, what happened to the nice, kind, accepting, sensitive person? You just went Jekyll and Hyde on this bitch. Like, what? I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of it. And then people in chats that are super racist that come in and shit talk the host and are horrible. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't need to. It's fine. Just insert whoever's done this that you've seen. They come in and those same people will like, oh, hi. And it's like, this disrespectful asshole of a person has been here for months starting crap and you're welcoming them. And yet this other person who doesn't even interact with you, who you don't know personally, you're going to just rage out. Okay. I see you. I see you. It's okay. I see you. And don't think I don't. Because I'm not the one, right? But when I'm not in my chat, when I'm not in my channel, I let it go. This is my world, y'all. This little box. This is my world. So I'm going to say what I want. Did I just like... Why did my back of my chair just like move completely? Felix, did you break my chair, sir? Look, he's hanging out down there. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good morning. I'm worked up. I've been up for hours. Not mad about it. I just was bored and thought I'd come on here. So I'm going to start with Tom and then I'm going to do Massive Man. Nico, I love Nico. He's so sweet. Good person. Nice person. Very nice. Very nice. Those are the only two I had off the top of my head that I really wanted to see. And yes, if you have to convince somebody you're nice, you're probably not. That's the thing, though. I used to tell my ex that all the time. Like, if you were really that amazing, you wouldn't have to say it. People would just know. Besides the point. Anyway, so I'm going to record these so that I can just immediately post them. So I'm going to try and keep them concise and like, I don't care about monetization, so I'm not going to go for the 8-minute mark, but I'm going to listen to them, give feedback, and I'll look at the chat. You'll see me doing this. That's where the chat is. So if you see my eyes going that way, I'm looking at the chat. I see you, and I will address it later, unless it's something in the middle I can make relevant. Just because these are like music videos versus talking points, right? You guys get that? And see, my eyes should look here so I could look at you, but that makes me feel like really weird. I feel really awkward doing that. Doesn't that feel awkward? Am I making you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable? Just a little bit? Okay, sorry. I'm done. I'm done. And I don't know how long the delay is between my screen and what I'm saying and what you guys hear. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say right now, put the word now in the chat once you hear me say this. Then when I see it, I'll know about how long the delay is. I think it's like 10 seconds. I'm not sure. Gives me a chance to move on to a new topic before you get a chance to answer me. It's really great because then I get super confused and have to backtrack all the time and I look like I don't know what I'm doing. It's great. Good times. Good times. I could stream on Twitch, but I don't want to. So thank you. That's about 10 seconds. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to pull this up. Okay. Hold on. Let's get past the... Ooh. I had to get past the... Excuse me. Jeez Louise. I had to get past the ad. Okay. So I decided today that I'm going to do music reactions. And this is this Tom McDonald, Proud to Be a Problem. I have never seen it, which is really weird, right? Because obviously I see 99.9% of all content that he puts out on purpose, right? You know, we friends like that. But this came out when I was in Vegas. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm second guessing myself. I'm pretty sure this came out when I was in Vegas and I just didn't have an opportunity. And then I thought, I'll just watch it later when I have a time to sit down. And I've been going nonstop. And I'm like, you know what? I'll do it when I go on live because why not? Right. And then I haven't gone live in like a month and a half. So, So I'm going to do this one because I'd like to hear it. I have the album, but I skipped the song because I wanted to do it on here. So here we go. Don't be mad at me. Music reactions are not my thing, y'all. So don't judge. I mean, judge all you want. I just don't want to hear it. Okay, so Tom McDonald, Proud to Be a Problem. Yeah, let me make sure that it's turned on, that you can hear it, that I can hear it, everyone can hear it. Let's go. I'll be looking over here because that's where my... Yeah. We've all been hooked on something. Okay, so like country... Okay. I know he's in this vibe. I know he's in this self-discovery, like more chilled, laid back, a little bit more, what's the word, personal vibes, you know, where he gets to strum the guitar and kind of like put his heart on his sleeve. That's what it feels like. But it sounds country to me, sort of. Coffee, cocaine, and cigarettes, and we've all been asked to sell our souls for a nicer office and a bigger check. And we've all been at... I wouldn't sell my soul, but I'd like a nicer office and bigger check. I'm here for that. We've all been asked to sell our souls for a nicer office and a bigger check. And we've all been at the bottom, had the lights cut off, barely paying rent. And we've all been in love with someone who said they'd stay, but they up and left. And we don't ask for help, we don't cry no tears. We know walking through hell, it can take some years. But we don't blame no one, cause it may be our fault. We may be all the names that we've been called. And maybe we're losers, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve. Okay, so there's a lot. It's like it's a really simple video, to be completely honest. But do you know, if you guys were here yesterday for the live stream, then you know that a lot of that verse actually hit pretty hard for me, because just past issues and relationships and things of that nature, it's just not easy. But I'm proud to be the problem they can't solve. It's like I say it all the time. You don't have to understand. Just respect somebody. You don't have to relate to everything that people say. Some people can just be a standoffish biatch, and that's fine. It's okay. You don't have to agree with, like, engage with people at all times. Like I said, it could be a Tuesday and the cashier pissed you off. Like, who knows? Either way, babe, I'm proud to be a problem they can't solve. I wish I could play guitar. I can play like 2 songs on the piano. Proud to be a problem. I like the beat though. It's like a they can't solve. And we've all been hooked on something. Pills or beer, mobile phones, and we've all done things that we regret to avoid laying alone. This is why I don't drink at home. Me and Tinder are very close when I drink at home. That's why I don't drink anymore. Beer, mobile phones, and we've all done. Was not an overshare. Things that we regret to avoid laying alone. And Lord, we've had some bad days, depressed and anxious or drunk and stoned, and we've all had nights when we go to sleep and don't want to live no more. But we don't ask for help, we don't cry no tears. We know walking through hell, it can take some years. But we don't blame no one, cause it may be our fault. We may be all the names that we've been called. Before he starts into the chorus again, that's a really good point, is that it might be our fault. And I'm not saying that every situation is our specific fault. Like you could be in a, for example, like yesterday, like a toxic relationship, or you could have been through something, a bad work relationship, something of that nature, right? You could have been through that, but our choices all get us to the place that we are. So, making stupid decisions, making bad life calls, right? Like deciding to do something that maybe you shouldn't, or going out that night instead of staying home, or spending that money you really shouldn't have. It could be your fault, that event. But I believe 100% in taking complete ownership of everything that you do, and so that way it is under your control to fix it, right? So then you don't have to rely on other people for your joy and justification, and you can fix all of your own problems because they're of your own making. I believe in that. I just like that line. It may be our fault. We may be all the names that we've been called. Probably. And maybe we're losers. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. I mean, I am. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve. And we ain't afraid of hard times pass. True. There will be dark nights, but they don't ever last. Fact. We ain't waiting for sunlight, we're pouring out gas. We're proud to be the problems light a match. And maybe we're losers. Now I get the fire. We're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they. All right, hold on. I like how he takes away a lot of the beat and makes it just like real simple. You hear how a lot of the production like backs off, and you can just hear him, and it makes it like quieter and more hard hitting. I don't know. I don't know how to articulate it. You guys know this about me. Come on. Losers, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they. Okay. Do you guys hear it way in the back? Way in the back. You hear. It's his voice layered really far back in the background. All right, see if you can hear it. Losers, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve. And bring it back in. We're losers, there we go. Maybe we're wrong. Well done. Maybe we're bad guys and they knew it all along. Or maybe we're perfect, but probably not. Either way, babe, I'm just proud to be a problem they can't solve. I like this. All right. Okay. So that was Proud to Be a Problem by Tom McDonald.
This is what I'd do if I.
Oh, excuse me. I don't need to see all that. I like that song. I think it was well done. I mean, it was very catchy. Like by the time you got to the second hook, um, you kind of knew the words. I liked the background. I hate the spinning thing. It makes me dizzy. But I understand it because I always thought it was really cool how you can have someone like standing there and do the 360 camera type vibes. I mean, it's a skill that I obviously do not have. Um, everybody knows, anybody that knows me and knows my history and the songs that I request that I like that I talk about. I obsessively love his rap. I like his I'm talking. I hate hip hop. No response. He asked me in voice chat. He's like, "Wait, God mode or no response?" I said, "No response." He's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." Like I'm just, I just you fall in love with a song and it just will never get old. On the flip side, that being said, I like this song. I like the message. I like how simple it is, but it still had a really good beat. It was really catchy. It's something that I would actually listen to more than once, which there's a lot of songs that I'll listen to, but I won't necessarily replay value for me is like 0. So anyway, I hope you like that. I liked it. If you haven't heard it before, I'm sure you guys have, but first time I heard it, that was kind of nice. I liked it. Anyway, I'm going to put all the details down there. If you haven't seen it, go click on it, go like it. If you haven't subscribed to Tom, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? You most likely, if you're a friend of mine, you probably subscribe to him just because we're on that wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, good music is good music is good music. I love you guys. That's the end of this one. I'm gonna post it. Tom, don't actually copyright me. I don't care. I'm not monetized. What you gonna do? Nothing. Anyway, on to the next, I guess. Sure. That's me trying to record a music reaction. Weird, right? That was me too. Even Felix gave up, was like, bitch, what are you doing? That's weird. I have these naked, like, chesticle men on my screen, you guys. What the hell? What is that? What is all this? He's got like, he looks like he's wearing he is wearing a suit. I was like, look, I'm like, this looks fake as shit. And I'm like, oh, look at his neck. He is wearing a pull-on suit. It's not real. What's up, TD? I see you. I see you. I was like, this is like weird. I'm sorry. That's not what I expected to pop up after that song. Okay. I've seen him before, but he's like a super fitnessy dude. And he's one of those where if you click on any of his content, you have to like watch the whole thing and then it still doesn't tell. Like all you want is like, what is it? What's it for? How's it work? And how much does it cost? And they like make you watch the whole. I'm like, no. So I click off of his stuff. Anyway, so there's that one. I will upload that. I'll probably upload that today. Maybe. I don't know how many notifications I have. Does it matter? Not really. This is, of course, Massive Man. If you guys don't know Massive Man, go check out my, I'll say that when I record. I'll say that when I record. Whew. I did a reaction, y'all. How did that? What do you think? Was that okay? I don't know. I get really nervous. I know that's so stupid because I know all these people that do music reactions and I feel like the bar is really, really high. I don't have any of the boxes to check that would make me like stand out. So I don't know. I don't know. People be like, why is she doing that? Because I can. Because y'all let me have a platform. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, we're gonna. And if you guys didn't know, I'm sure you guys know that, I consider Tom a friend. And I promise you, he would claim me in a pinch. So I like supporting my friends. I think it's awesome. Nico's one of my friends too. And if you guys haven't seen it, of course, I was going to say this during the. I'll do the next one. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Good morning, Bridget. I'm glad I got to say hello before I started recording. Yay. Huzzah. Huzzah. Damn it, Bridget. We should have gone to the medieval experience. I would have gone again just so that you could go, so that you're like cheering for the knights in armor. They're jousting. It's crazy. It's really cool. It's loud. And I didn't care about the food, but everybody's like screaming and yelling and huzzah and slamming their drinks down. It's great. Good times. And we didn't go to Thunder from Down Under, but that's okay. So many sweaty ball sacks I really was interested in looking at. I guess Jen went to the Magic Mike one and was brought up on stage. That's just Jen Reacts, in case you guys don't know who I'm talking about. Jen is a friend of mine. She was pulled up on stage. I have video. It will never see the light of day because I would never do that to her. I would never do that to my friends. I don't squeal. I don't show shit that's not mine to show. But I'm finishing my energy shot. See, this is a generic Walmart energy shot. Judge me all you want. I don't care. I can literally take like 8 of these a day. It's fine. If y'all didn't know, I had a drug problem for like the majority of my adult life. And I quit like 9 years ago. The night that my ex tried to kill me. So I stopped that night. That's it. Never touched it since. So caffeine has no effect. My body's like, caffeine ain't shit. So it does, none of those work, but it makes me feel better to think that maybe it's like a habit I can't break. So whatever. Whatever. Let me take a drink and I'm going to get in on this massive man run. Adjust my shirt, which keeps shifting in weird ways. Are we good? Everybody good? I don't even, and you know what's really cool about doing this through OBS is that I don't have a viewer count, and I love it. Because it could be one person or 5 or 100, I wouldn't know. And it doesn't bother me one little bit. I love it. Actually, should I upload that right now? Should I upload that song right now while I'm on live? I could do that. New tab. Actually, no. Thanks, hon. It's old news. Like, it's nothing. I'm not shy about it. I just try not to say it only because people, I don't want to say they get offended.
What if your smile could go from
holy fucking
looking
shit,
like this?
bro. What? Damien, I'm not a song. You have to, there's a different, okay, so there's a big difference between having a reaction channel where you take requests and, you know, and honestly, they should charge. They should charge because I don't care what anybody says. It's your time. It's your effort. It's your channel, you know, and you deal with all the copyright shit. Anyway, besides the point, I think they should charge. Having a reaction channel and doing music reactions and watching it and specifically waiting to watch a video until you guys are here just so I can. To me, I don't give a shit. Like, I hate saying that. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me because I do regular content. I did Lee mental illness yesterday. And these are my friends. So I think it's a big difference because they're my friends. I love my friends. Hold on. I got to figure out where it went. Where did it place that video? God, there's a lot of I have so many screenshots. What's today? 5/25? It's like 9 minutes long, probably. I'm not even going to trim it. I'm just going to upload it right now as is. As it is that I recorded it. I think this is the video. It might not be. We're going to say... Yeah, there's a big difference between reacting to stuff in general and like being a music reactor where like that is my bread and butter. Because with my friends, it's one thing when it's some random person I don't know. If you guys were here for the Coachella shit stream, you'll see what I mean. Where I'm like, the fuck, and I turn things off, and I'm like, I don't like this. Fuck this. No, Tom has copyrighted me. He copyrighted me back in 2022. Asshat. First, I'm gonna do all the things, you guys, because people think I can't do it, and that's why I'm like I have to show people I can, just because I can. First time reaction. Tom, wait, I can't type I have my keyboard is turned for gaming, so I'm typing weird. McDonald. Proud to be. I mean, it's an honest to God. Nah, I don't think he would. I don't. But here's the thing: I'm not monetized, so I don't really care. I said it at the end of the video. Oh my god, I'm not monetized. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Who cares? Fuck it. Sorry. Okay, so I mean, maybe hell has frozen over. To be completely honest, maybe I'm just like sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe I want to like do all kinds of stuff. Maybe I want to boost my numbers. I want to do all the things. Okay, so original video by I am definitely tagging him in it here. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not putting anything else in the comments. I'm not making anything else. Thumbnail. I don't have a thumbnail, so I'll have to do that later. Crap. Now I got to make a thumbnail, y'all. It's all y'all's fault. Do you guys want to be with me while I make a thumbnail? Let me see if it got copyrighted already. It's processing. Here, I'll show you. I'll make a thumbnail right now. And you guys can have fun. You can enjoy it with me. I've got that song stuck in my head, though. So I'm going to make a thumbnail. You guys will get to share this whole thing with me. And you'll see all the background. You'll get to see. I hope there's no, like, weird picture. So I'm going to make a thumbnail. I'm going to make it super fast and super simple. Hold on. I'm going to do background. I do this a lot more complicated than some people. You guys get to do this with me. I'm going to go with, oh, no, it's too much. I'm going to go girly. Because I can. I'll probably fix that later. Excuse me. See, I can do this. I can do textures, but watch. I'm going to do something really cool. Watch this. This is what I do. Let's go texture. I used this the other day. This one here. See, watch. I can spread this all over. Let's just put it here for now just to show you. See, and it just overlays. So I can put... Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. Just scaly. Scaly as shit. Why not? Be scaly. But watch. I'm going to pull back some of that color. Because it's not really, it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter. And then... Should I do a stupid face? Or should I do a serious face? I have so many. You guys don't understand. It's just me looking normal, resting bitch face and all. That's a horrible picture, isn't it? That's a horrible picture. I look like a witch. Hell no. We're not doing that one. There we go. I like that. Okay, so you guys are watching as I in real time as I do this. Interesting, right? Here, I'm gonna do this for you guys. You're welcome. So you're not sitting here all bored. Shout out to Austin for these kick-ass beats. Appreciate you. Thank you for letting me use them. This looks really stupid, by the way. Woo! Much better. See what I just did there? Pretty awesome, huh? Yeah, it takes a lot of work, you guys. It takes a lot of time. Sorry. I love this one. This beat, by the way. Good night, Clenneth. I'm sorry. I put you to sleep. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Actually, that's kind of a compliment. Does this look familiar, you guys? How I'm setting this up? You'll see. Hold on. There we go. I kind of wish that one hit again one more time before it ended. My opinion. I look stupid, but I don't care. Do I like that orange background? Kind of. I'm gonna take it. Why not? Okay, so that's how I make a thumbnail, y'all. Super easy, right? Super, super easy. I don't know why this is triggering, but okay. So then... there. Oh, no issues? Sweet. Public. Done. Look, there it is. All right, so. All right, so now. I'm going to do Massive Man. Did you guys enjoy watching me do that? Was that fun? Was that fun for you? Was that fun for you guys? You know, I kind of have a low-key headache. I might have to go grab... I think it's the light right in my eyes. Hi, baby. I appreciate anybody who's still hanging in here. You got the notification? Okay, I figured that I had a notification. People were like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. That's fun. Oh, I did that. That was really simple, really quick. That wasn't even a super complicated one. I just found stuff that made no sense, didn't necessarily work together. I didn't layer it too much. I did layer him so that I could put the shadow behind it just for funsies. I thought that was cool. I like when I personally like when I do that. I do that on purpose just to make it kind of stand out a little bit. I'm actually pulling it back up so I can see it. It just gives it a little bit more depth than just like a flat. It makes, I don't know. It works for me. I like it. Whatever. Anyway. So like when Truth's like, hey, Kat, before you go anywhere, like he did yesterday, could you make me a thumbnail? I made his God as a Weapon thumbnail for Falling in Reverse. So you could see the same format that I use. I don't like to do it like that all the time because I feel like I just suck with fonts. I don't have a font generator that's like really super complicated because I'm not going to pay for it. Excuse me. You're past your... Excuse me. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up I have Massive Man pulled up with is it Binks? Binks? I see what you're saying, Austin. Okay. Let me pull this one up. Oh, let me get past the ad. That was really loud. Okay. I know he won't mind me doing this either, so that's nice. Yeah, I know. You can tell when I do his thumbnails. But you know what? I've always told him, I was like, I don't care. I do put work into it. I do put time into it. I do like make an effort. But if he wants to change it, he can change it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. You know, he can change it if he wants. But it's a placeholder so that he can go ahead and post it quickly. And then when he gets his replacement, he can get that and put it in there. It doesn't bother me because like that's why I stopped putting like so much effort because it's just a placeholder at this point. And that run. Yes. It's like, what is the Jalal? Or it's like, run. The cat is wanting to harass me. So he is held back by my keyboard border. But if I put my hand near him, he wants pets. Watch. See? But then he will start testing the boundaries and start coming over here and sitting on my mouse and sitting and like messing with my microphone. And I don't want that. So Anyway, I'm going to do this video now. I'm going to record it. I'll probably post this one. I don't know if I'll post it today. I might. I really suck at holding on to content. I'm like, here, take all the content and post it. So I have to schedule it out and then leave it alone. And I'm not very good at that because I want to post it right away. And that was a weird picture, but that's good because it's like if you're put off by my picture on the thumbnail, then anyway. Okay. All right. And this is the last one I think I'm going to do. I just can't sometimes. Sometimes it's too much and I'm getting too worked up and too like talking too much. I see him back there. Sir. Oh, baby. I love you. See, he wants over this so bad. No. Okay. Get back. Get back. If you are good through this recording, I will give you TREATS. Okay. So this is the second reaction I'm going to do today and probably the only other one. This is Massive Man featuring Binks. I call him Binks. My luck is he wants it pronounced Bing X. I should ask Nico. I'm sorry. I should have done that, but I didn't. I missed this song. I saw it when it came out. I posted it in the Discord and I didn't watch it. I meant to, and then I shut my phone down because I was doing something else. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now. And I don't know if it shows. Yeah, it shows I've watched like 20 something seconds, but that was just me copying and pasting the link. So now I'm actually going to watch it and I'm going to watch it with you. Yay. Huzzah. Good times. Yes. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. I don't know what I just did. Okay. I fixed it. You guys ready? I've heard that this is good. Of course, I mean, it probably is. I like his music quite a bit. Sometimes I can't listen to some of it because it is very, like, there's a lot of mental health and stuff. And it's not saying that there's a problem with that. It's just I'm not in that mood all the time. But I love how he puts his songs together. This is my opinion. You ready? Are you ready? Oh, let me turn the sound on. That would help, right? Okay, let's go. Oh, I am so sorry. This is Massive Man by Bipolar. This came out 5 days ago. So I'm still on it. Okay, I'm still on it.
In and out of offices, I lost my shit. I don't even know who my doctor is. I stare at the clock as I watch it tick, and I can't figure out what my problem is. I'm stuck at a point that I am about to break. My mind keeps racing, I'm wide awake. 1 minute I'm fine, then a violent state takes full control and I can't escape. How many times do I got to explain it? It's dangerous when my emotions get played with.
Ooh, I like how he did it. It's dangerous when my emotions get... He like went, it's dangerous. I don't know why that stuck out. That was good. Sorry. His eyes are like,
1 minute I'm fine, then a violent state takes full control and I can't escape.
Right here.
How many times do I got to explain it? It's dangerous when my emotions get played.
It's dangerous when my emotions get played with. I love that. You guys know I love sing-songy stuff. So when people like add it in little pieces throughout like their flow, when they add it through during their lyrics, it stands out to me. I love it. Now he's looking at me like he's judging me. Stop judging me. He's like, by the way, I do have an interview with him. If you guys want to go check it out, I'll put the link below.
How How many times do I gotta explain it? It's dangerous when my emotions get played with. I hate it. I'm a time bomb ticking. Better get back, might snap any minute. Oh, good riddance, here he goes again. Lost all control, it got a hold of him. He's so weak, he let emotions win. How many people gonna notice that I'm bipolar? No one knows me at all. Bipolar. Cause I'm never the same. I'm bipolar.
I love the sing-songy. I love that. I love it. This video is done so well. I like how they're changing the camera angle. Some of them drive me crazy, like when it's really close up and it spins. Like I tell you guys that all the time. It drives me crazy. But the way he's doing this, he's just dancing around having a good time. I'm bipolar. Hold on.
How many people gonna...
It's that coming up with him and then backing out at the same time. I love that. That was a really good shot.
Notice that I'm bipolar. No one knows me at all. Bipolar.
I did not need to see his whole ass. Thank you for that, though.
Cause I'm never the same. I'm bipolar. No one knows me at all.
Okay, you know we've all done this with the gloves. And I worked at the hospital for years. I did this all the time. Sorry.
No one knows me at all.
Yo, look, I'm like a head trip to listen to. Cause I'm only spitting you the shit that you would say to your therapist in a sitting room when you got them too conflicted to sit and finish the interview. Cause they're bearing witness to someone sharing shit that could sentence you. Ooh, I'm a bit Drake-matic, arms, hands, neck, legs, and face tatted. Bitch, I stay rapping, big crazy, stay back cause I'm on.
Rude. These shots, by the way, I've taught myself how to do this type of splicing where you have, you know, you guys saw me do it on the thumbnail. I just did somewhat where you take it and you basically copy it or like the same scene. And then you stay within I don't know if I did it on that thumbnail, but it's not easy to do. The easiest way to do it is obviously if you have enough space in between the characters. It's when they kind of overlap that it's hard to make it seamless, but you got to have the moving parts. It's easier when the moving parts are the things that you're changing and that there's nothing else moving around. If you notice, everything else is probably stationary. I haven't seen this whole video, so I don't know, but I mean, as much as we enjoy watching him jerk off to a magazine in the waiting room.
Arms, hands, neck, legs, and face tatted. Bitch, I stay rapping, big crazy, stay back cause I'm gonna make magic and dang nabbit. I'm great at it, I'm the shit. Yeah. No comment, making hits like Muhammad Ali. Unless you add a few zeros and a comma on. No drama, stay hungry like it's Ramadan. I'm allowed to take, but I'm a...
Oh, come on. Yeah, of course I caught the Ramadan bar. My daughter actually works at a hookah bar, so that's very common, but she finally figured out what that meant. Stay hungry like it's Ramadan? Come on. They fast.
Few zeros and a comma on. No drama, stay hungry.
Wait. What was that? I missed that line.
Stay back cause I'm gonna make magic and dang nabbit. I'm great at it, I'm the shit. No comment, making hits like Muhammad Ali. Unless you add a few zeros and a comma on. No drama, stay hungry like it's Ramadan. I'm allowed to take, but I'm an exotic phenomenon. What's burbling, baby? You like soda? Cause I got a bitch, don't touch it, it's my cola. Hi Jonah, hit him with an eye rolling. What you want from me, homie? Shit, I told you I'm bipolar.
I'm bipolar. No one knows me at all. Bipolar. Cause I'm never the same. I'm bipolar. No one knows me
at all. Look, I don't mean to yell at you, but listen when I say, if I'm sharing something with you, it means that I'm not okay.
Look, bro, I've been trying to deal with the pain, and the only way to handle it's filling up with this rage.
Yo, fam, you need to calm down.
That's a trigger for me. Hate it when people tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
And every woman in the entire world agrees with that. When I share, what did he say? Basically, if I'm saying something, that means I'm not okay. In other words, in order for me to say something, I have to be at a point where I am so not okay that I'm actually going to talk about it, which is not common and not often. I'm the same way. I bottle everything up, and if I'm actually talking about it, then I am not okay. I've already gone past the point of being able to not deal with it, if that makes sense. And that rage, it's like, you know, when you're trying to deal with a whole bunch of stuff and you're frustrated and everything is like piling up on you, That's one of the easiest outlets for some of that stress is pure rage because it's like it's an explosion. It's like, ah, unfortunately there's collateral damage. I mean, him pushing over Massive Man is slightly hilarious, but
you need to calm down.
That's a trigger for me. Hate it when people tell me to calm down.
Calm down, you ain't need to go all out.
Calm down, I'ma show you the meaning of all out.
Let me try again, and if you don't like it, here's a little violin.
Try again, you fucking.
Here's a little violin. Wah, wah, wah. That was great.
And if you don't like it, here's a little violin.
Try again, you fucking up my vibe again. Lie again, then I'ma have to come and unalive you, bitch.
So get your vitamins, medicines out the cabinet, and I'ma know if you took it or if you cap it.
This medication is making
medication you know, that wasn't like a straight double, but it was actually a really nice little like
medicines out the
whatever
cabinet,
the hell it was.
And I'ma know if you took it or if you cap it.
Capping line medicine, but you have to take your medicine, you take the cap off, you know, and you'd have to take the cap off to check it. And if you're a pharmacist, you put it in the cap, and that's how you check and see what the med is. That's my opinion. I do pharmacy stuff.
Get your vitamins, medicines out the cabinet, and I'ma know if you took it or if you cap it.
This medication is making me feel average.
That's great,
but my anxiety can't manage.
Look, I've been trying to get depression out the picture, but the problem is I like to sip and drink a little liquor. I've been giving out apologies and sticking to the script, but the problem is they never get the picture.
Probably cause I'm bipolar.
I love this hook.
Bipolar. Cause I'll never say I'm bipolar.
You almost feel sad for him, don't you? That look of being lost as he's going down, that was really good. That was a really good shot. That was a really good portrayal of that to me. Maybe it's just me. That right there where it's just like this, what did you do? Betrayal, kind of like, you know, anyway. This dude is so tall. He's so tall.
But it's not no worse going on. Yeah, I probably got it. Cut when the screws loose. But it's not no worse.
Anakin, if you don't know
My social calendar.
I didn't ask you about your social calendar. That was Bipolar by Massive Man featuring Binks. I'm gonna call him Binks because you know what? It makes sense to me. If I'm wrong, correct me. That production was amazing. And if you don't mind, Massive Man, hello, how are you? Text me. Let me know who did your beat because it was fire. Hold on, let me look. It's probably right here. I did get a signed album. Hold on, I see it says signed album. Yeah, it's right there. You guys can't see it? Hold on, I'll show you. See if you can see it. Right there. Signed album by Massive Man. I already got mine. You guys go get yours. So let's see. Did they say who did? Beat produced by Zachary Koval. I see you. See this right here? Mama's going to copy and paste this. I want that beat. I want a beat like that for the competition. Anyway, that was fire. That hook was my favorite. I'm not going to lie. I love that hook. I love the sing-songing. I like the video. That was a lot of fun. And I like the sentiment behind it. It's like, you know, by the time you talk about it, you're not okay. Because a lot of people I know, not everybody, but I hold a lot of things in. And a lot of people wait until they're like boiling over until they say something. And by that time, it's kind of out of your control how you handle it and how you respond and things of that nature. So it's not easy. But I don't have to listen to it again. Actually, I'm probably going to put that. And I know, okay, but I'm probably going to put that on. I need to make a new USB for my car. I don't go anywhere. But when I do, I like to have songs that sound good, right? To listen to. And I'll put that one in my car. I want to put the Ronnie Radke, and I'll put that one in there. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. I'll put the link down below. If you guys haven't seen it, I do have an interview with him. He is awesome. He was he took time out of his day to do an interview with me, and I really appreciated it. We had a good conversation, and I kind of wish that I'd gotten him some more views. I feel bad that I didn't, However, love him to pieces. We're still friends. We played Fortnite together. He plays like now I play Counter-Strike, sir. Yes, I do. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna end this recording. And there goes my phone's ringing. Okay, I got to go. Hello? Hi. I'm live. Let me turn you down. Hold on. Oops. Yeah, what's up? You what? That was my daughter. Sorry. Oh, I have revenue sharing, so they did he did copyright me. There's no revenue though, so joke's on you, Tom. Just kidding. There's no revenue because I'm not monetized. I can't stand. Hold on, you guys. I screwed up by taking that headphone off. Ooh. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really liked that video. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think he did a really good job. I mean, it's kind of what he does. So it's not like I expected anything different. It's just more like some of the songs get really super heavy to the point of like, sorry about that. Anyway, some songs get really, really heavy and they're hard for replay value. They're hard to hear. They're really good to hear the first time. And then after that, it's like, you know, I can't always go into that headspace and talk about that type of subject at all times, but for the most part, you know, and that one was really good because I will listen to it. Hold on. I don't even know if anybody's still watching, which is fine. I think Bridget's still here. Yeah, she said hi, Bailey. That beat Austin made. Yeah, I need to. I have like 40 more that I need to. Is this like busted? Look at that. Ah, my chair is falling apart. I'm falling apart. All right, you ready? Yeah. I'm not gonna stay on too much longer. Because now that you're up.
I did have things we were talking about. Oh, yeah, but like before he started recording.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know what she said. Okay. So. I need to. I'm just doing all the things while I'm live because you know what? You guys, it's a day in the life, okay? Yeah. What's the date? I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, I found it. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. Oh, okay. No. Nobody has to talk. It's not a big deal. I'm just trying to, before I forget. Hold on. I'm not gonna make a thumbnail for this. I'm just gonna. We're gonna go unlisted for now. Okay. It's processing. I really hate that thumbnail I made earlier, but if I second guess it, I'm gonna literally lose my mind. I'm really good. I hate those. I hate those thumbnails. Anyway. This is a good one too. I bet she liked this one also. All these comments, you guys. People are... Sorry. I'm actually pulling up TikTok. I'm gonna show you this video and all the comments that come with it. Okay. I like that one. That was a really good one. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up TikTok, you guys, and I'm gonna pull up TikTok, and then I'm gonna go through the video. I'm gonna show you the video, and then I'm gonna show you all the fun comments that I got, where some people got it. Some people, of course, had to take it to a whole different realm that I didn't even really mean for it to be. And then some people are being too literal, and some people were like trying to make it about whatever they wanted to make it about. And some people agreed with me. I'm here for whatever. Nobody has to agree with me. But we're going to dive into the world of my TikTok comments, y'all. They're not horrible. Nobody's calling me like a psycho or, you know. Anyway, yet. Okay, so this is my TikTok profile. I know a lot of us don't use TikTok, which is fine. I'm pausing it. A lot of us don't use... Yes, Austin, of course you can. The only thing I ask that you don't use without me knowing is like my voice. Or especially if my kids are in the video. Anyway. So yeah, so this is my TikTok. And this is, I look like crazy eyes going on. This is video you guys might have seen. I have it on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And I was asking a sincere question. If you guys were here the other day for the live stream, I specifically showed you a piece of candy and said I'm going to make a TikTok about this. And guess what? I did. And guess what? It's got like over 1,000 views at this point. I didn't think TikTok would allow me to go over 1,000. Who knew? But 35 comments doesn't seem like much to some people, but for me, I don't get that many. I got I got more comments than likes, I think. Yeah, more comments than likes. People had a lot to say. So I'm going to play the video, and then I'm going to go through the comments. I don't know if they're in order, but whatever. So it's called, I'm genuinely curious how this makes sense.
So let me try and understand the theory of if you make more, you pay more. And you can insert any object into this scenario. So here's the one I'm using. Here's a piece of candy.
Same piece of candy, by the way.
So if I make more money, I should pay more for the same piece of candy. So you pay 10 cents because you make less. And if I make a ton more money, let's say $150,000, $200,000 a year, I should pay $5, $10 for the same piece of candy. Does that make sense? I mean, I understand that subsidizes for everyone, but that's kind of like socialism, really. You get penalized for doing better in life. Now, I'm not talking about super elite because I don't care about all that. I'm not going to discuss that as way above my pay grade. I'm just talking about regular salaries. 10 cents, $5, $10. Like, how does that work?
So, okay. So that was my short that I made, basically saying, I'm going to explain myself. I'm going to say, look, I think an item is an item is an item. Okay. I think that an item costs a specific amount of money and that no matter who you are, you pay the same amount. If this stack of Post-it notes costs $3, $5, I'd say 5 because it's easier number, $5, then anyone that buys this stack of Post-it notes should pay $5. It shouldn't be $1 because you can't afford $5 and it shouldn't be $20 because, well, they can. Because guess what that means? That means that they're covering the difference in cost that you're not paying. Okay? An item is an item, a cost is a cost. You pay for what it's worth, right? That's how I feel. Anyway, so let's go through my comments because my comment section's fun. I don't know what order these are in because of you make more. If you, I'm sure she meant. I'm gonna try and zoom in. Hold on. No.
Stingy with the likes.
Well, that's new. She's begging. Who's begging? Oh.
I am me.
Oh, okay. See, they were saying I was begging for likes by saying don't be stingy and support smaller content creators. And I said I specifically don't mean myself. I just mean people in general. It'd be really great. Okay, I can't scroll through the comments if I'm that zoomed in. Sorry, guys. So he was saying that I was begging when I really wasn't. What's up, Papa? Because if you make more, you can afford more. If someone makes way less, they cannot afford the basics without assistance. Okay, first off, I wasn't talking about the basics. And, okay, so at what point does if you can afford more and you can pay more means that you should be required to? I don't understand that concept. If that's the case, then why would you ever want to strive to make more? Why not just do whatever and just make whatever because everything will cost based on your income, not how much it costs. But if you make more, you now have to pay more and you're penalized. I don't understand that concept. I think that's a really stupid ass concept. Hold on. I'm going to try and zoom in so you can see better. There we go. Is that better? You're welcome. It's called socialism. What is this in context to? Because if it's tickets, it makes perfect sense. If it's taxes, that's not how it works. If it's tickets, it makes perfect sense. Are they saying that, like what I'm saying, if you insert tickets instead of the candy, then what I'm saying makes sense? If it's taxes, that's not how it works. Okay, so any of the ones I don't understand because there's no context to them exactly, I'm going to kind of skip. I'm sorry. That's not how any of this works. Price of goods is not determined by the amount of that somebody makes. I said it, he said, this person responded this morning or yesterday. New tech is experimenting with this. Chain stores are even changing prices based on the people in the store at peak hours. It's a real thing. She said, even so, it's not based on how much you make. It's based on how much you're willing to spend. And I said, look, I just said this a little bit ago. I said, it's a wide concept boiled down into a tiny video. What's up, XMC? Into a tiny video with a visual aid for reference. It's the point I'm making versus being literal. The concept of two people paying different prices for the same item. I think an item should cost what the item is worth, period. That I should have just said that in the video and shut the fuck up. So this person, of course, is like, it's actually backwards. You make substantially more. You won't pay as much on tax on that one piece of candy. That I was like, I didn't say tax. I wasn't talking about taxes. I said objects. I didn't say taxes. So I don't know why everybody's on this whole tax thing, but whatever. Keep us equally poor, except for them. They get the overpaying to keep us safe. What? I never said that some of these make sense. We all pay the same tax rate. If I make $50,000 a year versus someone who makes $5 million, the one who makes $5 million actually pays more due to the fact they make more. So I didn't say taxes. I said cost of items, services. Is there a policy proposed? Blah, blah, blah. Is there a part one? What items? Okay, I understand that they want context. I said I have to hunt down the article where people are advocating for sliding scales at regular stores. I said look up pay as you want grocery stores as an example. That was just an example. They're advocating for making this the norm. I'm not against helping people who need it, just saying this should never be mainstream. It's the Democrat way. Punish anyone that tries to climb the economic ladder. If not in taxes, then what does your example ever happen? I said pay what you can, grocery stores, proof of income required. People advocating to make this a main street everywhere. For example, that's one instance. And he says, I agree with you. That doesn't make sense. See, some people have a little bit of, they understand things. Maybe stop thinking because it doesn't work for you. So I just laughed at them. Like, that was rude. Socialism, people who try to justify it. Okay. So this person was not happy with what I'm saying. I'm not sure if I'm understanding. Are you simping for the rich? Imagine you're in the lower wage bracket, and then because of your earnings, you pay both higher interest rates and higher insurance rates. That's today's reality. I'm like, honey, I am in the lower tax bracket. So saying something cost should be its worth no matter who's buying it. It isn't simping, but at least it's a slightly entertaining insult. They're dangling a piece of candy in your face while you're taking hook, line, and sinker, while they're benefiting from tax breaks and deductions and paying less than the average worker. You're focusing on the wrong thing. I said the irony is I don't actually eat candy because I don't. And I hope you have a great day. In other words, I'm not I can't talk to you. You just are sitting here like corporate elites and the 1% of the 1% in taxes and feed the poor. I'm like, oh, stop. Then why aren't you fighting to keep every penny you make for yourself as a low earner? I can guarantee those people you're defending aren't fighting for you. They're devising a way to keep their money, steal money, or convince you to give them your money. Okay, so what she's saying is, if I am in the lower income bracket, then why aren't I fighting to save more money? Because I believe in paying for things, earning what you have, buying what you can afford, and owning anything that you like. If you buy it, you keep it. Like the subscription services, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. But the point is that I am in a lower income tax bracket. If I can't afford it, I don't buy it. I don't need someone to discount it so that I get a break and make someone else pay the difference. That's what happened, guys. I have worked in healthcare for decades. I was there when Obamacare impacted all of the pricing. And what happens is, and that's a whole conversation. What happens is somebody always pays for the difference. Somebody makes up the cost. That's a whole other conversation I was planning on having. No! Listen. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, I was here. And it's never worked. Just look back on history. It's never worked. What don't people get? It's what colleges are teaching and brainwashing the youth. So here's somebody who basically says, because $10 for you. I love how they all assume that I'm like flush with cash. I'm not. I promise you. I make probably less than most of all y'all. Because $10 for you is less impactful than 10 cents for somebody. Hey, drink the Kool-Aid. I'm good. How are you? 10 cents for somebody making that 10,000. Of course, that's like no brainer here. Your money also makes more money in the bank. I have no money in the bank. I literally have like $100 stashed in my house. Okay. If you don't like socialism, I suggest you stop using city utilities, driving on roads, having insurance. Okay. I stopped reading because it's bullshit. Socialism is not city services available to everyone. So socialism is not your city utilities where everyone can get a utility plan. And then you can get an average pay plan based on your usage over the last year. You're still paying for everything. You're not getting discounted and having someone else pick up the cost. It's not the same. So for someone to even say this is very ignorant. And of course, it goes back to taxes. Everybody's talking about taxes. Nobody's like listening. They're just saying taxes, taxes, taxes. Tax the rich. Okay. Make more, pay more, so you still can't afford what drove you to make more money and better yourself. Makes perfect sense. I agree with that. I'm just going to pay someone to buy the candy for me at 10 cents. They make money and I save money. Win-win. Actually, that's fire. I love that. How do I click it? Oh, there. Yes. I'm going to say that. That's a really good take. That's a really good take. So you can see there's obviously a lot of comments and people are kind of dismissing the entire... Sorry, I'm trying to make it back the right size. What size is this? Oh, I was doing the wrong thing. I need to make it the right size here. There. Look at my... Anyway. So those are my TikTok comments. I hope you enjoyed that. I love people that just miss the entire point and they just ignore what it is that I'm saying. Like I told that one lady when I said specifically, it's a wide concept boiled down into a tiny video with a visual aid. It's the point. Two people paying different prices for the exact same item. I don't agree with it. I think that an item is an item is an item. It should cost what it costs and it doesn't matter if you are poor or if you're rich or if you're middle, it doesn't matter. The item is the item. Why are they changing the prices? I don't know. That's my opinion. Do what you want with it. What's up, Rommel? Drink the Kool-Aid. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys all being here. I told you I was going all over the place today. I was doing all the things. Doing all the things. I was doing all these different things. I haven't decided. It's kind of winging it at this point. You know what's funny? I know somebody else that's working on an album too. Oh my god, I keep staring at my face on the screen. Look. Anyway. So that's my opinion. That's something that I wanted to mention because I talked about it on the live stream the other day about how it's ridiculous how people have this expectation that if you have a lower income, then somebody is going to, you deserve, or I'm not going to say it, you're entitled to a break and you're entitled to lower prices. Now, here's the thing. When you make less income, shop at the dollar store. That's what I do. You know why? Because I can't go to the expensive store. I went with my daughter. I was buying her clothes. And we went into Cato, which I love Cato. And then we went into, I was going to go to Ross, but we didn't. So we went to JCPenney. I'm like, oh, I remember going to JCPenney outlet in like 2010. So I was like, let's go to JCPenney. And we walk in there. We're like, whoop. We walk right back out. A sweater was like $70. No. This is not the store for us, sweetheart. So we went to, I think we went to, where did we go? Walmart? Probably Walmart. Because that's where I buy my clothes. Now, if I had a lot larger income, if I had a higher income, if I made more money, right? Then I could go to other places and I could buy things from there. But the fact is that it costs what it costs. And if you can't afford it, then don't go there. Now, I'm not saying the basics. See, they're trying to make everything about the exception, right? The exception to the rule is that person who really, truly needs that help. That's a difference, right? Everybody loves to go to the extremes. When you talk about any type of political topic, they go to the ultimate extreme. The one case in 6 million, right, that justifies their stance. Because they can't seem to understand that you can have a rule, and then if there's an exception to the rule, you have a discussion with the powers that be that are in charge of enforcing the rule, and you might have an opportunity to be able to bypass it based on your situation. That's different. That's different. That doesn't change the sentiment for the other 6 million people, right? Just because you're one situation. So I'm not talking about poverty. I'm talking about these are numbers I'm pulling out of my ass. You don't hate me for that. Or do. Whatever. Everybody wants revenue sharing. Share your share of zero. You take your piece. You enjoy it. Enjoy it. No, I get out, I rant. I'm a ranter. I do that. What I was going to say was, like, look, people can think what they want. Nobody has to agree with me. I don't require that at all. In fact, somebody can completely disagree with me on every level, and that's okay too. But don't disrespect my intelligence. I might not articulate the best sometimes, especially when I'm on a ranting. I could pull out 6 million. It's not statistically correct. I didn't say it was. I just pulled a number for reference and example's sake. I know that some people they'll just get all down into that one number doesn't matter. Fuck off. It's the concept, the talking point that I'm explaining. So like for example, one of the talking points that is healthcare, right? Because everybody's like, everyone should have healthcare. Well, yeah, I understand that. I've worked in healthcare for decades. There's my qualifications for the last decade and a half, billing, specifically dealing with insurance on the side of like companies or facilities or hospitals and stuff. Okay. So I know what it takes to get claims paid. I know what it takes to keep the patients from having to pay for things. That is my job, is to try to take a lot of that burden off of patients, especially ones in long-term care, which is where I work as a long-term care pharmacy. Anyway, for people in homes. Okay. So I remember when Obamacare came in and everybody's like, oh, that's perfect. Too. Yeah, except that you go through the marketplace, right? And then you get these subsidized plans. The insurance is required to provide these subsidized plans. They have to. They're forced to. So they have to provide you coverage, which is shit coverage, by the way, if you haven't figured that out. You're, $7,000 deductible and you're like $10,000 out of pocket with $150 copays for like $400 a month. It's basically like Cobra. You're basically paying Cobra rates, okay? And they're couching it in this, oh, well, you can get a lesser premium, but you're still paying everything out of pocket. They're just pocketing all that extra like premiums. So someone has to cover the costs. Let's say that you're someone who chronically goes to the doctor and you're using your marketplace insurance. Someone has to cover the cost of your services because you have marketplace insurance. They're probably going to write a lot of it off. If you have Medicaid, they're going to write a lot of it off. Someone eats that cost. In response, insurance companies jack up the prices. Okay, so here's how it works. You have an x-ray. The x-ray is $300 for a chest and lung x-ray, okay? A CXR. I'll just call it CXR. It's $300. Let's just say. I'm pulling numbers out of my ass, y'all. Okay, so they're going to charge, if you have insurance, they're going to run your insurance for like $1,000. Okay? Because your insurance might have a contract with the hospital or the radiology center that allows them to pay up to $650. So now they're getting that extra like $350, like woohoo, that's their profit. Sort of. Okay? So the insurance will discount down to the $650 and pay out the $650. You pay your $20 copay, whatever. So let's say that you have Medicaid. Medicaid will pay on that $300. Medicaid will pay about $38. So now they're losing money. So where's that money coming from? The people that are actually paying. The insurance companies who jack up the premiums because they've got to cover that cost too. And someone's paying for it. Okay, so what people are saying, and I don't care how harsh this sounds, what people are saying is that everyone deserves to be covered. I understand they deserve to. Everyone should get covered. That would be great in an ideal world. Who's going to pay for it? So you want all of these idealistic things. Somebody in one of my comments, somebody says, I believe that all children should eat or should be able to eat. Now, I agree with that. I think kids should not go hungry. I agree with that sentiment. So this person responded and said, okay, my kids need to eat. I'll send you my Venmo. And I'm like, exactly. Because people, they are into a lot of these causes. But when you say, okay, how's this? Instead of you donating or advocating, put your money where your mouth is. There's this kid. How about you cover their school lunches this whole year? So every time they need topped up on their school lunch balance, it comes out of your Cash App. How about that? Oh, no. Well, but you want it to come out of everyone else's, right? I don't know. It's like when it comes to healthcare, back on the topic I was on, I've seen the changes. I've seen where it goes from they jack up the price to try and get as much as they can from the insurance. The insurance has to offset it, in order to cover that cost. So the insurance throws it onto people who are actually paying their premiums, right? For those to cover the subsidized plans. It comes from somewhere. So eventually it comes out of my pocket. Hospitals jack up the prices because they have to write off all of these, and they get like 10 cents on the dollar for I think they get like 30 cents on the dollar for writing off charity, and only 10 cents on the dollar if Medicaid pays. So it actually benefits them to have charity write it off versus Medicaid. Who knew, right? So that's how that works. So they push the cost to someone else. It goes somewhere. It's like shifting pieces. It doesn't just magically disappear because you waved your magical virtue signaling woke ass wand and go ping, everybody's happy. No. You just shifted it over into my bucket to pay for. Don't play with me. People are dumb in comments. Okay? Rant over. Okay? I keep getting notifications. What's this video? I hope it's not one I didn't mean. Okay. I was like, I hope it's not one I didn't mean to post. Everybody wants to revenue share. Take your piece of zero. I'm reading comments. Nah, you're that. You want a chance to win at life. I get it. So do I. And here's the thing, is it's like people assume because I'm making these comments on these topics that I must be mad because I make a lot of money and I don't want people to take it and pay for these like welfare programs. No, I actually am like, what is it? $38 away from not qualifying for my daughter to have CHIP. And she's had it for like all these years. And I've maintained it by not being able to earn more money and make overtime or get raises because I'll lose her insurance. And then it costs me an extra $300 a month versus $150 to cover her through my employer. So I lose out that money, which I'd basically be working overtime to pay for anyway. So I've had to hold myself back so that she's covered, and it covers more than some of the plans that I have. So it's the better choice. I still qualify, but if I work an extra 5 hours in a week, I could lose her benefits. From $38 is the difference between qualifying and not qualifying. Not Medicaid, y'all. CHIP. It's different. It's a little different. I don't qualify for any government help, but I could. I have no savings. I have nothing in my bank account. I live paycheck to paycheck. You know, my kid knows the meaning of the word well. Wait till Wednesday or Friday. She knows that means mommy's getting paid. She knows that mom's not doing nothing until she gets paid. So when people are ignorant and like to rope me into this, you know, I'm trying to go after people with less income, it irritates me because it's like, bitch, I am the less income. I just have a job, so I don't count. According to SRS, I had a whole conversation about that in the video about the food stamps. If you guys remember that one. They told me to my face, I don't matter because I don't check a box and I have a job, and therefore I am not a priority and they don't care. It's dumb. Anyway, I told you I was getting on my rant this morning. If you have never been present for my rants, I'd say sorry, but I'm not. Welcome to this. This is what I do. I actually did music reactions this morning. What's up, baby? Your hair is crazy. Come here. What are you doing? Hi. I just see your mouth. Beautiful. You are. She's Stop. Oh my God. Do you know how hard it was to get my... Bailey. What did you do? Oh my god, I don't like you right now. Don't. I'm going to. I swear to God. Jellyfish. Stop touching me. Don't touch me. They can't see your face, so you were making that for nothing. Squat.
No.
That's my beautiful daughter. If you haven't figured that out. No, you are.
No.
No, you are. I can't believe you're tall, like almost as tall as me. She's 5 foot tall, y'all. What am I, a moose?
I can't. There you go.
Why does my head look so big? It's because you're standing behind me and it makes my head look so big. I look huge right now sitting next to you. You're tiny. Your American flag. I love that shirt though. What? Yes. You're 5 foot. I'm 5'2".
How much apart are we?
2 inches.
That's what I was gonna say. So I'm 2 inches shorter than you. You better catch up.
I'm not gonna catch up. I just grow wider.
Love you.
I love you too. Close the door down, would you? Just a little bit. Thank you. I'm cranking down the air conditioning. What am I, a moose? She had it like a moose on my head. Cat ears? They look like a moose. Look like antlers. Why is my head tilt? I can't help it. I tilt my head. If you do this, yeah, antlers. See? Hold still. I took a screenshot.
Who needs Snapchat when you got your hand?
Did you know you can make record a whole video and then put a filter on it later? Yeah. So next time I record a video of you, I'm going to put a filter and make you look like a nerd. Oh, wait. That doesn't need a filter. God, that girl. She messed up my hair again. Made it all fuzzy. Ah. Drive me crazy. I do it like this on purpose. I have to put it up so that only a certain part will fall in my face. And then I put my headphones on, push this back like this on purpose. I do that on purpose, y'all. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Like that. That's how I do it. It works for me. And she keeps making me fuzzy and it's annoying. So anyway, because I tilt my head this way, it makes more sense. And then I'm less hot on this side. See? Anyway, I think I'm done ranting for today. You guys have anything important planned? You guys have any celebrations planned? I don't celebrate really. I mean, I remember the fallen and I don't know that many people that died in battle or overseas or in the military specifically. Almost every male in my family was in the military. There's only one person in my life that was in the military that I absolutely don't respect and will never give him credit for being a veteran. By the way, Papa, I saw you pop in earlier. I didn't know if you're still here, but The fur ball. Do not. Ow, ow, ow. Get him off me. God, that's my back. Do you guys see why I can't stay on now?
No, I'm sorry. I won't bug you.
No, I'm not staying on long anyway. No, he doesn't get to come over here. This is his boundary. We have clear boundaries in this house. Yeah, run. You better run. Anyway. What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. Who knows? Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, there's only one person that I will flat out disrespect because they disrespect the military. They were in the Navy and they disrespect the military. They blame them for everything that went wrong with their life. And they were a complete douchebag. And I guess, you know, people didn't treat them very nicely. So they hate the military. So fuck you. You're not getting a veterans or memorial, like not memorial, but you know what I'm saying. You're not getting kudos for your service when you shit talk your service every chance you get. So fuck you. Other than him, respect to all of the service members, former service members, and future service members. Something I never did. I wish my ex-husband would have. It would have whooped his ass. It would have been great. But anyway, you know, all the ones that do have someone that they love that has, you know, is no longer with us. You know, respect to you guys. Just know that our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, because it's you and your family that are the ones that are feeling the emotions and suffering and left behind. They're in a better place. So I'm not praying for them as much as for you. Unless, of course, they weren't a great person. And then I might have to pray for them because they might be stuck in hell. I don't know. That was a mean thing to say, wasn't it? Anyway, you guys get what I'm... See, I'm rambling. I can't help it. Thank you for being here. I'm cutting this off before 2 hours. I haven't hit 2 hours yet. I'm super happy about that. I'm going to get out of here. And you know what? I don't expect very many views on the videos that I'm posting. I know I'm not going to, because like, who would, right? But on the flip side, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I don't know, I love you guys. I will be around if you guys need me. I might go live tomorrow, but see, here's the thing: is that I do not want to do a Memorial Day themed live where I am talking all things military and I am in my feels and everybody's in their sad feelings. I don't want that, because if you guys have watched my content, you've seen that I am not emotionally empathetic. I am cognitively empathetic. See, I'm going to use that forever now, because now I have an example of what I'm talking about. So you go Google those terms, you'll understand. I do not connect emotionally like that. And then people get all mad because they're in their feels and I'm not. And it's a whole thing. So I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you have a good time. If you need me, reach me. My Discord, Instagram. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Or you can email me. Message me. Leave a comment. Whatever. I love you guys. I hope you have a good day. I'm going to crank up the music for a second. Thanks again, Austin, for the beats that you have provided. I have to download all the other ones. There's like 40 more. I love you guys. Have a good day. Have a good holiday. Spend time with family. Enjoy your day off. Mic off.